This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 2646, 8 Things You Forgot to Be Grateful For, by Marc Chernoff of marcandangel.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your very own personal narrator. We're going to jump right into another post right now and start optimizing your life. 8 Things You Forgot to Be Grateful For, by Marc Chernoff of marcandangel.com. Quote, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for." Epicurus. Sometimes Angel and I get so caught up pursuing the next big thing that we forget to pause and appreciate the things we have and the things we've experienced, learned, and achieved along the way. In other words, we forget to give thanks continuously for all things. Since every step we have taken has led us right to where we are, and all things have contributed to our development, when we finally do pause to give thanks, we try to include all things in our gratitude. So that's what I want to reflect on today. A few quick reminders about some things you too likely forget to be grateful for. Number 1, the unique privilege of being you. You are one of a kind. You're lucky enough to have something that makes you different from everyone else. Embrace your individuality. Self-worth comes from one thing, thinking that you're worthy. So appreciate what it feels like underneath your own skin. You're amazing just the way you are. Too many days are wasted comparing ourselves to others and wishing to be someone or something we aren't. Every one of us has our own strengths and weaknesses, and it is only when you accept everything you are and aren't that you will truly find the happiness and fulfillment you seek. Number 2, every single experience that led you to today. Life isn't about a single moment of great triumph and attainment. It's about the trials and errors that get you there, the blood, sweat, and tears, the small, inconsequential things you do every day. It all matters in the end, every step, every regret, every decision, and every affliction. The seemingly useless happenings add up to something. The minimum wage job you had in high school, the evenings you spent socializing with coworkers you never see anymore, the hours you spent writing thoughts on a personal blog that no one reads, contemplations about elaborate future plans that never came to be, all those lonely nights spent reading novels and news columns and comic strips and fashion magazines and questioning your own principles on life and religion and whether or not you're good enough just the way you are. All of this has strengthened you. All of this has led you to every success you've ever had. All of this has made you who you are today. Number 3, what your daily struggles are teaching you. Challenges are what make life interesting. Working to overcome them is what gives life meaning. Failure and struggles keep you humble. Success and achievement keep you glowing, but only faith and determination keeps you going. So stay focused and celebrate your efforts too, not just your outcomes. Remember that the opposite of failing is not succeeding. The opposite of failing is trying. Your daily efforts are what make it all possible. Appreciate what they teach you, even when they don't lead you to an ideal outcome. Number 4, the gift of now. In between all your goals, priorities, obligations, and everything else that might appear on one of your upcoming to-do lists, there are moments called life that still have to be lived and enjoyed. The trick is to make the very best of now and value it for what it's worth. In other words, don't wish all your time away by waiting for better times ahead. Smile right now because you can. Number 5, the way every moment is a new beginning. If you feel stressed and stuck, let go, take a deep breath, and appreciate the fact that this moment is a new beginning. Stop thinking about what might have been and start looking at what can be. Right now is a perfect time to start over. This moment is a brand new opportunity to rebuild what you truly want. There are 3 little words that can release you from your past struggles and regrets and guide you forward to a positive new beginning. Those words are, from now on. Number 6, the familiar faces, places, and situations you rely on daily. As Cynthia Ozick once said, quote, we often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude, end quote. Have you ever noticed that the more familiar you become with an amazing person, a beautiful place, or an ideal situation in your life, the more you seem to take it for granted? It's like you somehow believe life is supposed to be this way, like it won't ever change. And most of the time, all the maintenance these wonderful things need is a little time, attention, and deliberate appreciation. So how often do you pause to appreciate your life and everyone and everything in it? How often do you stop dead in your tracks and think, wow, thank you? Number 7, a reasonably healthy body. In other words, if you got sick today, you could recover. Never underestimate the gift of your health. It's the greatest wealth you will ever own. It's the foundation for every chance at happiness and success life has to offer. Your body is the only place you will truly ever live. Respect your body. Eat well, sleep well, breathe deeply, move harmoniously, daily. And number 8, the fact that you are online hearing this. Not only are you wealthy enough to be online right now, but you can read or hear too. Believe it or not, only about 1/3 of the world's population has internet access. And even crazier than that, there are roughly 774 million people in the world who aren't educated enough to read. You are one of those lucky ones. Afterthoughts. We all have a whole lot to be grateful for. So at the end of the day, before you close your eyes, smile and be happy with where you've been and grateful for what you have experienced and overcome. Life is rarely perfect, but it's always pretty darn good. You just listened to the post titled 8 Things You Forgot to Be Grateful For by Marc Chernoff of marcandangel.com. Now, keeping your body in shape is important, but it's also important to keep your mind sharp. I've been leveling up my focus with Word Collect, which is my new favorite game. It's a word puzzle app and it's free. Word Collect has over 2,000 levels, so you never get bored playing. It starts easy, but gets harder as you get better. It's a fun way to keep your mind sharp, challenge yourself, and grow your vocabulary. And right now, Word Collect is offering you 2,500 coins and 500 gems when you download and play. For me, it's much better than going back to the same old social media apps. I actually feel like I'm keeping my brain active and play it when I have some downtime and want to decompress. Stop mindlessly scrolling through social media and keep your mind sharp. Just go to the Apple or Google store and search for Word Collect. So if you're like me and want to get fit in the new year with your mind and body, download Word Collect for free today. Thank you to Marc. It can be pretty mind-blowing to think about how every tiny life decision and random event led us to be right here in this exact moment right now. Even just saying that out loud blows my mind a bit. You might not be listening to this right now if something even somewhat insignificant or forgettable occurred today or yesterday or a year ago. It's really weird to think about. Both good and bad things that have happened, all of those events have brought you to today, and today is full of good things, even if we're not in the best place at this exact moment. It can get better. And if you are in a good place, then again, we have all those tiny details and events to thank for getting us here in the first place. Articles like these can be easy to sort of listen to passively and nod along, but actually thinking about that, I think, has the ability to sort of rewire our day, either the way we see what happened previously or appreciate the now just a little bit more and be grateful of what's to come in the future, even without any specific action. And I hope articles like these can have an impact and be inspirational for both of us, because a changed perspective towards the positive a little bit each day can completely change our life path in the future. I hope it adds value for you. I know it has for me. So thank you again to Marc. Thank you for being here and helping me realize my dreams. Have a happy rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.